Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ree and Ace. NFL Week 3. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls. NFL Week 3. Coming off an unbelievable Week 2, Big Ree.
For sure.
This was probably one of the most wildest weekends in NFL that I've seen in a long, long time.
No doubt.
It was unbelievable. The type of fourth quarter comebacks. Just crazy, Big Ree.
Yeah.
All you viewers out there that are putting money on these games, man, wild weekend.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were cashing those tickets in the second and third quarter. A lot of people are ripping up tickets in the second and third, and fortunes changed quickly, boys and girls. And I guarantee you there's people that threw those tickets out and were just unbelievably surprised. It was a wild weekend, and I think let's get into some of the games, Big Ree.
All right, let's go.
You know, we'll start Thursday night, Chargers versus, the Chiefs. Chargers were driving, looked like they were about to take the lead, and then a 99-yard interception return. 14-point swing difference in the game there for the Chiefs. That was crazy. Let's get into the Jets versus the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns are up, 30-17 with under 2 minutes left. And the Jets make a miraculous comeback, score on a 66-yard touchdown pass to Corey Davis. Then they get another touchdown. They win the game, bro. What do you think about that, Nick? Your boy Nick Chubb. I know you're a Nick Chubb fan.
He said it's not his fault.
No, but he took responsibility.
Yeah.
He took responsibility. Yeah, today he did.
No, today.
He said, I should have just kneeled it.
Yeah.
It's not his fault because you got to, I think you go in, score. Who thinks they're going to score 2 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes?
I'm scoring 100%. Unless it's like 30 seconds and you just don't want to.
I know a lot of people say you got to take the knee, and I get it. Yeah, he probably could take the knee, end the game, but I'm not on him that hard that you really messed up. This is not a, like a J.R. Smith situation in the finals, game 1.
Unless the coach told him. Unless the coach or quarterback has to tell him before.
I think nobody did tell him.
Then you can't.
I think they said that the coach took the responsibility and said, I didn't tell him to go down.
It's the coach's responsibility if he wants him to.
But look, the Jets got to win. The Jets got their first win, and unreal comeback. I mean, regardless, down by 2 touchdowns with under 2 and you win. Then the Jaguars shut out the Colts.
Yeah, that's probably the highlight. One of the highlights.
Unbelievable. Jags shut out the Colts. Nobody saw that coming. Trevor Lawrence, best game of his career. No interceptions, 2 TDs.
Christian Kirk had a big game.
Christian Kirk, you got him on your fantasy team?
I just know.
Yeah, I saw that he had a pretty solid game there. Rams, they won 31-27, but they were up 28-3.
Yeah.
And the Hawks came, the Atlanta Falcons came back.
I got done dirty on that game.
I know that everybody was cashing that one in. Everybody was cashing that one in, and they just made a crazy comeback. It almost looked like, you remember, Falcons were up 28-3 against the Patriots in the third on the Super Bowl. It looked like they could have got some revenge and got those skeletons out of the closet, but that didn't happen. But they made a run for it. Raiders are up 20-0 in the third, and they end up losing 29-23.
Yeah.
Cardinals get 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions in the fourth.
Yeah.
And then on the second one, they had a first and goal, with a minute left. First and goal, Cardinals, on the 8-yard line, 7-yard, maybe 6-yard, no, 4-yard line, and Raiders stopped them on the first 3. And then they scored on the fourth. So that was and they got the 2-point conversion.
Oh, man.
So that was crazy. The Lions were the favorite for the first time in probably 2 centuries, and they actually won Detroit. And I told you, don't sleep on Detroit. Dark horse candidate for the playoffs. So I told you this, Big Ree. I still stand behind that. Then we got the Buccaneers and the Saints. The Bucs won 20-10. That was my pick. The Saints plus 3 in the fourth, and then this guy throws 3 freaking straight interceptions. Famous Jameis, your boy throws
Jameis gonna throw a pick 6.
3 straight picks, bro. What's up with that?
He's
3 straight drives.
Hurt.
I get it, but dude, 3 straight picks.
I agree, yeah. That's
God damn. And then what? Let's see. Dolphins and Ravens, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Unbelievable. They're down 35-14, and my boy Tua
Tua legit to quit.
Tua, I've been telling you guys don't sleep on Tua. You know that. Tua. I've been Tua fan, and that guy came through hard. And that was my lock of the week, too. And I said I called them to win outright, and they did. Right. Jalen Waddle, 190 yards.
Something like that. The trio had a
Tyreek Hill, 160.
Yeah.
Tua, 6 touchdowns passing. Don't sleep on Tua. Give him a contract. Pay the man. And then we got, Niners. You called that. Yeah, Niners going to blow it out. They did that. And then Bengals lost to the Cowboys.
That was bad. I thought the Cowboys would cover, but I did not see them winning.
I mean, I know I've been getting a lot of slack when I said, hey, look, the Bengals might not even make the playoffs. They're definitely not making the Super Bowl. And then they start off 0-2.
And one of the viewers is like, what odds will you give me about that?
Yeah, what odds do you want is the question. Comment below. What odds do you want to make the playoffs?
I think he commented plus 250.
What? He wants 250 to make the Super Bowl?
250 for playoffs.
For playoffs?
Yeah.
Stop it. I mean, look, you're trying to just take advantage of our take on that, but stop it. You want to take that odds on the Super Bowl, I'll give you that all day long. All day long you can get those odds. Shout out to Drew out in Cincinnati. Super upset viewer about me bashing the Bengals and Big Ree bashing the city of Cincinnati.
I don't want to go there today. Let's stay off.
But now we're not gonna bash them again. But how do you feel? 0-2, Drew. Sorry, bro. Go eat some chili. It'll make you feel a little bit better. But the Bengals. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm taking that game, and you might be surprised with my take on that game. But yeah, wild weekend. Packers won. Your Packers won, Big Ree. They got a W.
Nothing impressive.
But they got a W.
W's a W. I agree.
You take the W. Aaron Rodgers looked good.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So I don't know about Russell Wilson. He got a W, but he was struggling.
He looks like a system quarterback. That's what it's looking like.
We'll see. I mean, I'm still an RW fan, and I know there's Harry B. He's the RW fan as well, but he was 6 for 20 at one point. But, look, they got the W. I know some of their receivers were hurt, but they got the W, and it's still early. Look, it's a new system, new coach, all that good stuff. You can't just start judging this guy after 2 games, so they'll be fine. Don't worry about I don't think the Denver Bronco fans need to panic. But real quick before we move on, Niners feel bad. We were just talking about Trey Lance last week, and is Trey Lance a bust and this, that, and is it too early to call him a bust? And then the guy gets hurt, broken ankle, out for the season.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's tough.
How do you feel about some players feeling better that they're a better team now with Jimmy G?
Well, look, he's been with them, for 5 years now, and they're winning with him, so they might be. But I think this is my thought on how I think the Niners viewed Trey Lance versus the Jimmy G and all that. Jimmy G is a good quarterback. You're going to win games with Jimmy G. You're probably going to make the playoffs, but you're not winning the Super Bowl with Jimmy G. I think that's how they felt. And so that being said, it's like, hey, do you want to make the playoffs every year, maybe every other year, but no, you're not going to win the Super Bowl? Or gamble, go all out and draft this guy Trey Lance and make a gamble, and this guy could be the next big thing and lead you there.
Yeah.
You got no chance with Jimmy, but at least with this guy, he gives you a chance.
Right.
And I like the gamble. If you feel like Jimmy G is not going to get you the Super Bowl and actually win, you got to gamble. You're not here just to get the playoffs every year.
No guts, no glory.
So I like it, but I feel bad for the kid. He's still a young kid. Hopefully he recovers, and he can still have a good career. But it's tough. You haven't shown anything yet. Now you're out for a year.
Right.
And so I know people are going to write him off already. There's going to be a lot of talk, but well wishes to Trey Lance. Very, tough, disappointing, sad news for him. Let's move on from last week. Wild week, and it was just crazy. I mean, it looked like we could have had a 5-1 week, turned into just an average, mediocre week. But it was a crazy week, and I know a lot of people had a lot of swings.
Yeah,
they were counting their tickets, and then by the end of the game, they were crying.
Yeah,
that's for sure. I guarantee you that's happened, because I know that happened. A few people. Let's get into this weekend, Big Ree. We didn't go out for food, but I'm getting super pumped for this weekend. What are we gonna do, Big Ree?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be out of town, bro.
Wait, a what? You're gonna be out of town, meaning you're gonna be out of Los Angeles? Or you're gonna be out of the state? Or you're gonna be out of country? Where are you going, Big Ree? You're
Going to
this
Denver.
town. You're going to Denver? Oh, Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
Denver.
Boys.
So you're really this weekend.
Yeah.
Damn. So we're not going out this weekend. So I have to find some other friends this weekend.
Yeah, Javi.
Javi's in town. Javi, are you in? He gave us a thumbs up. All right. So me, Javi, and some other guys. Okay. So you're going to Denver. What's the occasion?
Going to Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
So you're going to the game.
Yeah.
What, Denver and what, Niners, right?
Yeah, Niners have.
Woohoo! Going to the
Niners
game.
have Broncos.
Wow. That's big time, Big Ree. Okay, so now I'm not upset. I'm actually happy for you. That's great. So you're going to Denver. You're going to be out in Denver for the weekend, going to the game big time. Who are you going with, Big Ree?
Can't say.
Big Ree does not want to disclose. That's fair. I'm not going to push that. But you're going to go, I don't know. Is this a romantic weekend?
Could be.
Is this a boys' weekend? Is this a family weekend? Or is this like, hey, you know what, F it, I want to go to the game and I'm just getting out there? Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna barge into your personal life, but that's great. Hopefully you have a good weekend. Any food spots you got lined up out there?
Nothing really. Oh, Torchy's, bro.
Torchy's is in Denver?
Yeah.
I love Torchy's. I've been there a few times in Texas.
Yeah.
Those tacos, Torchy's, and their queso. Their queso is fire in Torchy's. So,
fire.
Man, so you're gonna go to Torchy's. I know you're gonna be on the Instagram and Yelp games, so you'll be finding a bunch of places.
Yeah.
Send me some pics at least. I want to see some. What are you gonna eat at least? Get some pictures. Get some desserts. Always. I don't know about you, but I have a tradition. Whenever I go out of town, I have to go to a donut spot. I just got to do it.
Yeah.
I got to try donuts in different cities.
I already have. I'm on the donuts show.
So I don't know the name of the viewers. I just don't. I apologize, but the viewer that gave us a shout out, he's the one that recommended Pink Box Donuts in Vegas to us. Yeah. And now he put it on the comments and he said, "You'll thank me." And now that's a go-to every time we go to Vegas. I have to go to Pink Box, and I usually go twice. I go on the drive out there, got to stop off, and then at some point in there we go. So definitely got to go to a donut spot. So hit up a donut spot, send me some pictures. Sure. Maybe bring me a donut back if there's anything legit. You find a good place.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down. When are you coming back?
Monday.
Okay, so I can have a nice Monday. You know what? If there's a solid place, bring me some donuts. Yeah. I'll talk to Javi after and figure out what we're going to do for the weekend.
Yeah.
Got to hit up some food places. I know we're talking about potentially Mediterranean buffet out here, and we'll see. I've been feeling tacos too, so we'll see. There's a lot of food places, but since you're not going to be here, then we got to make up for it on the weekend after, Big Ree.
For sure.
But hey, on that note, we got something right here. This is from Buc-ee's. It's the best gas station of all time, and this is an experience. This is the watermelon gummy rings from Buc-ee's. Before I talk about these, is there a Buc-ee's in Denver?
I don't think so. I think they're mainly on like the southwest, like Texas, Florida, Georgia,
all that area.
All that good stuff.
But these are the watermelon gummies, Big Ree, gummy rings. And I was just telling, why do you have these out? I was just telling Big Ree, I got these as a gift shout out to Harry B. He was in Texas 6 months ago. Yeah. Harry B. bought me these, okay? And then I've been just like, every now and then I grab one or two. The bag, this was full. They fill this thing up. And I was saying, 6 months later, these are still as soft as they were right when you opened them.
Yeah.
And that's never the case with these. You go buy those Apple-O's and stuff like that from the different brands. After a couple weeks, they're hard. Right? Yeah, the trolleys, they're so hard you can't even eat them.
Yeah.
But these are legit. And these ones say soft. You want to try one?
Yeah, let's eat them.
Yeah, go ahead, Big Ree. Go ahead. Grab it.
Let's take some.
Yeah, I mean, these are legit. How soft are they? How soft?
Perfect.
Unbelievable, boys and girls.
Can't go wrong with Buc-ee's.
Dude, I could probably eat this whole bag right now. But I'm not, because I've been saving it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my little treat here and there. Every couple days, grab one, maybe two. Must stop if you're in Texas.
And the thing with Buc-ee's is, you can't buy it online either.
Oh, you can.
They don't do any online selling.
That's good. You better make sure you get yourself
so you have to go to Buc-ee's.
Go to Buc-ee's. Get your, because that's, everyone says that's an experience, bro.
For sure it is.
It's an experience. You're not normal gas stations. You go fill up, you spend maybe 5-7 minutes there. Buc-ee's, you're spending at least 25-30 minutes.
30. It's like as big as a Walmart.
It's huge, and they got.
Picture a Walmart gas station.
They got hot food. They got all the snacks, all
fudge,
the drinks,
they have a whole
all
fudge
the
bar.
They got everything, bro.
Yeah.
Bathrooms are clean as hell.
Nice.
Damn. Buc-ee's. Every time I go to Texas, I gotta go to Buc-ee's.
For sure, 100%.
Buc-ee's. Look at that logo. How legit is the logo,
For
bro?
sure.
Buc-ee's. Love Buc-ee's. So can't wait to get back there. And so, shout out for any viewers. We got any viewers in Denver, Colorado? You guys can host Big Ree. I'm not going to be out there, but Big Ree, maybe you go meet up with some viewers.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be at the Broncos game.
You got to meet up at the game, or grab some food, grab some donuts, some ice cream.
Yeah.
Treat Big Ree, boys. Show Big Ree around Denver. So, wishing you a safe and fun trip, Big Ree. Enjoy it. Anything else you want to get into before we get into the docket of games, Big Ree?
That's pretty much it. That's good.
Before we get into the game, I want to make a disclaimer. This is such a juicy weekend. I love these 3 games. I'm almost guaranteeing a 3-0 week.
Okay.
This is such a juicy weekend for me, and I cannot wait. So you boys, get your cash ready, get your 401k. This is what's going to make your bankroll for the rest of the season. This is what's going to pay for your Christmas gifts. This is going to be a juicy, juicy weekend. So without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Jets. The Bengals are a 5-point favorite here. Cincinnati 0-2, 0 wins on the season, coming off a 20-17 loss to the Cowboys. They are 0-2, but look, both games, they were close games. They lost both games by 3 points, and in both games they were down 17-3, and they came back to tie both of those games. Bro, he's playing pretty solid. He had 4 interceptions in week 1. But other than that, he's still playing good. He's still playing good. And when you're down by double digits and you still bring your team back, you give confidence to the team. But you know who needs to step up? Joe Mixon. This guy is looking like crap. 3.0 yards.
Boy, though.
Yeah, but 3.0 yards per carry. But you know what?
Why?
Go ahead.
It is my boy. Because the O-line, it sucks.
That's true. The O-line is horrible still. They haven't fixed that.
And that's why Burrow is playing bad. He's getting sacked all the time.
He's getting under pressure all the time. I know they revamped the O-line. The only guy, Jonah Williams, is the only guy from last season that's the starter. Yeah, they got 4 new starters, but still hasn't solved it. But one thing that I will have to say is I gotta give credit. We're always bashing, or I'm not bashing the city of Cincinnati because I want to go there at some point, but I'm just saying you always are bashing Cincinnati. But one thing you have to give the Bengals credit for is they got probably one of the best jerseys in the league. Their color scheme and their jerseys are sick. You got to give them credit.
I would not wear that jersey.
You would not wear a Bengals jersey?
Absolutely not.
Orange and black?
No, absolutely.
I would rock that jersey any day. Any day. And I actually had, who's the jersey that I had back in the day?
Carson Palmer?
No.
Chad Ochocinco?
No. The running back. The Bengals running back. I had his jersey.
Giovanni Bernard.
Was it Rashawn Salam? No. Corey Dillon. I had a Corey Dillon jersey, number 28, back in the day. So I would definitely rock that. And I know they're going to be like, Ace, you're bashing Cincinnati and you had a jersey. I just like a lot of teams. That's just how I am. I'm a big football fan. I enjoy the games. You guys saw last year we went to the Rams-Jaguars game. I was wearing a Rams jersey and a Jaguars hat. And so I like a lot of teams, a lot of players. But yeah, you got to give them credit on their jersey, Big Ree. But anyhow, back to the thing. Look, they've been playing like crap the first half, but the second half, their defense has been playing really good. They've only given up 9 total points in the second half in both games combined.
Yeah, that's big time.
So they've stepped it up. Then we got the Jets 1-1 coming off the miracle 31-30 win last week versus Cleveland. Down 30-17, as I stated earlier, and came back. Joe Flacco playing pretty solid, putting up a lot of yards, but once again, this is Cleveland, so not super impressed. Want to give a shout out to one of the viewers who's been messaging me for a long time, loyal viewer, Jeremy Weatherby. This guy, he's a huge Cleveland fan, so check this out. Huge Cleveland fan, right? Huge. But he put money on the money line for the Jets to win, plus 245, and he sent me the ticket. So it's not like he's just saying that. He sent me the ticket. Jets money line 245, cashed in on the money line. So he put against his own team. He's like, and I said, what the hell, dude? Why'd you put it against your own team? He's like, it's the freaking Browns. It's the freaking Browns. This is what we do. And so he cashed in even though his team lost. So think about it. His team loses, but then he cashes in.
So he was hedging it.
He did hedge it. And this is an overreaction to the Jets winning and Bengals being 0-2. This line should be minus 12 Bengals, okay? Don't get fooled here. This is my lock of the week, boys and girls, my lock of the week. Take the Bengals minus 5. Game 2, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Indianapolis Colts. The Chiefs are a 6.5-point favorite. Kansas City 2-0. Coming off a 27-24 win on Thursday night versus the Chargers. As I stated earlier, they should have lost this game. You know, the 99-yard interception return, pick 6 was the difference here. You know, Mahomes played good. He played really good. Look, they do have 10 days rest here. It's a Thursday night game, but they are on the road versus Indianapolis. Then we got the Colts. 0-2, coming off a 24-0 loss to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, as I stated earlier, best game of his career, and I hope he can keep that momentum. You know, I'm rooting for the Jags, so hopefully he can keep some momentum and give the Jaguar fans something.
Right.
Give them something. But look, this game was 24-0, but they had 3 interceptions by Matt Ryan, 2 downs where they were within the 10-yard line, and they didn't get any points because they were just going for touchdowns. They were missing stud wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. And this is their first home game, so they were on the road for their first 2 games. And so this is another game that I really like here. I really like the Colts plus 6.5. And I have Kansas City on upset alert, Big Ree. And I know people are like, what the hell are you talking about, Ace? Yeah. I got Indianapolis to win this game, Big Ree.
Damn.
Especially if Pittman Jr. is playing.
Pittman is playing. I have him on my fantasy team.
Okay, so they're saying he's questionable, but I think he's going to play too. But if he's playing, I really like the Colts to win. And so this is money line cash, boys and girls. Take Indianapolis plus 6.5. Game 3, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are a 3.5-point favorite. Los Angeles 1-1, coming off a 31-27 win versus Atlanta. They were up 28-3 in this game in the third. Then they fell asleep, and Atlanta almost came back, but the Rams held off. Stafford, more interceptions than touchdowns on the season. 5 interceptions versus 4 touchdowns. But he is throwing at a 72% completion rate, Big Ree. No run game so far. Henderson Jr., Cam Akers, not looking impressive so far. Those guys need to pick it up because they are, thin on the wide receiver as well. Cooper Kupp, 24 receptions, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns so far in 2 games. Do you know where I'm going with this, Big Ree?
Kind of, yeah.
I think you know where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
What I'm going is, I'm calling right now that I like Cooper Kupp to win the MVP this season. Big Ree is like, what?
No chance.
There's no chance here. When has a wide receiver won the MVP? Not the offensive player of the year, the MVP. But here, listen to my logic, boys and girls. Listen to my logic. If he breaks the record for receptions in a season, yards in a season, and touchdowns in a season, does he win the MVP?
I don't think so because we're adding 1 game. That's the first thing.
Okay, that's fine. But if he breaks all 3 records,
you're not breaking records.
But maybe he breaks it in 16 games. What if he breaks it in the
16? Then yeah.
Does he win the MVP?
It depends on how the other quarterbacks are doing there, because Josh Allen is having a killer season. Right?
That is true, but this could be one of the greatest seasons of all time. Look, Calvin Johnson, he has the yards record, 1,964 in 2012. Okay. Michael Thomas has the reception record, 149 in 2019, and then Randy Moss in 2007 at 23 touchdowns. This guy is basically on pace to break all 3 of those records. If he can, it's going to be tough, obviously, I get it, but look, I'm just saying 75-1 MVP odds, there's value there. There's definitely value there. Yeah. And so he breaks all 3, they win 13 games, 14 games.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, I think there's a chance. Anyhow, boys and girls, you want some real value, Cooper Kupp, 75-1. Roll the dice. And anyhow, Arizona 1-1, coming off a 29-23 overtime win versus the Raiders. They were down 20-0, came back. Got to give them credit. Kyler Murray played great, but he doesn't have enough weapons. Like, as you saw, he looked like crap through the first 3.5 quarters. It looked like these guys couldn't do anything, and then he willed them through, but I'm still not, I'm not buying this at all. This line also should be -9 Rams here. There's no way this should be 3.5 here, and so don't get fooled, boys and girls. Do not get fooled. This is an easy one. I'm taking the Rams -3.5. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is the Ravens at the Patriots. The current spread is Ravens -3. We got the Ravens coming off a terrible loss. As Ace mentioned, Tua just had a crazy comeback, and that game was crazy, 42-38 comeback win. Pats coming off of a 17-14 win. That game was very boring. I told all my friends to hammer the Pats -2.5.
He did.
Unfortunately, I did hammer it, but I got it at 3. I could not buy it down to 2.5. It was a push for me. And this Patriots offense was very dry besides Jacoby Myers. And Mac Jones is a good quarterback. I'll give it to him. But I think he's reached the ceiling already. He's not going to get any better than this. So that's just what I got to say. I think Lamar is going to have a big day on the ground. And I think the Ravens cover her very easily. J.K. Dobbins was questionable to come back. I think Ravens cover this one by like double digits. I got that, so I'm taking the Ravens -3. The next game I got is the Lions at the Vikings. The current spread is Vikings -6. Vikings coming off a whooping on Monday Night Football, as everyone saw. Prime time, 24-7. Kirk Cousins is just not meant for these games. He's not meant for the bright lights from Monday night. He always chokes. 3 interceptions. One wasn't his fault. I'll give him that. Justin Jefferson ran the bad route. Lions coming off first win, as you mentioned earlier, versus the Commanders, 36-27. Amon-Ra St. Brown looking really good, along with DeAndre Swift and tight end T.J. Hawkinson. But Lions D is awful. They gave up 27 to the Commanders. Vikings offense is better than the Commanders. I really like the Vikings here. I'm taking the Vikings -6. That's my lock of the week. The last game I got is the Raiders at the Titans. The current spread is Raiders -2.5. Raiders 0-2, coming off a terrible loss. As Ace mentioned, they blew a big lead ahead there. And similar to the Ravens, Titans coming off a blowout loss Monday night, 41-7. That was just terrible. Everyone besides Derrick Henry didn't do anything. They even put Malik Willis in, who might start this week. We don't know that. We don't know what the coach is going to say. This team is just not the same without A.J. Brown, because then everyone just stacks the box, and Derrick Henry's not going to do much for you. And the Raiders have been a disappointment so far, too. I just think they're more talented. So I'm taking the Raiders -2.5. Anything you want to add on before we log off?
No, not really. I think, went through everything, and just, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're going to start putting up more picks on those other platforms, and, we'll look forward to the weekend, boys and girls.
Peace.